Good morning, YouTube. 1:01 in the morning on December 29th. I'm Storm, and you can too. Making a video because it has been a while, and I think it's about time that I kind of went over a few things, brought you up to speed. So let's do this. I'm gonna start things off at Everly's birthday, because I really don't know when the last time I posted a video was. So October 20th, we were in Omaha for Everly's birthday. We were going to go to the Henry Doorly, which we did end up going. We had a great time. She loves zoos, and the hotel we stayed at was so nice. Got to swim, ate some good food, went to the Doorly. A couple days away from it all. Much needed vacation. Time passes. Thanksgiving. Once again, I actually didn't go to the Kauffman Thanksgiving this year. I had tickets to the Iowa State-Kansas game, the last game of the year. I went. Iowa State won pretty handedly. They finished the season 8-4. And then on to actual Thanksgiving about a week later, it was her grandma Pat's, and then Ann Kissinger put on her final rendition of her version of Thanksgiving. And then from there, I went over to Uncle Jeff's. And at Uncle Jeff's, it was the Kellys who were there, but also a bunch of Iowa State football players. So I got to hang out with, like Rocco Becht, Caleb Bacon, and a couple other guys. And we had a great time. Some footballers were wrestling in Jeff's basement with a couple of my cousins. Corbin got to throw the football to Rocco. It was pretty cool. Like, honestly, not a lot of people are going to get that kind of experience, where maybe some future NFL talent is just in the basement chilling with us, eating the same food, talking. It was pretty cool. My sisters have moved successfully to Carolina. My brother continues to look for a job. Everly's obsession with dinosaurs is now matched with Gravedigger. She's a huge fan of the monster truck Gravedigger. And Caitlin continues to read these books. So, and my cat is looking at me through the window. Not a fan of Finley. 2026 is going to be a very interesting year if I keep this cat or not. I digress. I need to move on. December 1st, 29th, 29 days. Let's just go into it. This has been my first year working for Pittsburgh Paints. I worked for PPG for 9.5 years or whatever. This is my first year under Pittsburgh. We had an okay year, not a great one. Definitely sold paint, but not at the level that screams that we had success. We had success because our store is successful, but not a great year overall. No plaques or anything like that, but it is what it is. They ended up putting out an email. They're doing away with overtime, so I will be working significantly less. I will be getting paid significantly less, and I'm frustrated that they took away the hours because yeah, you may not need them right now, but you're gonna need them again. We will get busy again. The last 2 working weeks of the year, I had decided well in advance that I was going to take my time, my vacation, and use them. So I've been off all this week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow is Monday. Well, today, 1:07 a.m. Today is Monday. I will not be going to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I will be back on Friday. And I offered to work Saturday, and nobody obviously had a problem with that. So I'll be doing Saturday. Christmas. Let's talk about it. Kaufman Christmas was the first one. It always is. I don't really have anything either direction to say about it. It's always hectic. There's a lot of people there, a lot of kids. My kid was doing what a 3-year-old does. She did all right. We took pictures, which, if you know anything about the Kaufman family, it's pretty difficult. But we made it past that, and it was time to move on to the next set of Christmases. We had Christmas with Sheila and Will because Taylor was back in town with Parker. That went fast. 1 second there were gifts under the tree, the next second the gifts were all given out, wrapping paper was ripped, and the tree was taken down. So hopefully you're not a fan of long stay Christmas, because I'm pretty sure their Christmas tree was down before the 25th. The next Christmas that we had, that would have been my dad's. The girls came back to town. They flew in. Paul was there. It went well. It went really well. I personally screwed up. I really don't want to get too deep into it, but I just want to admit that I did a bad thing by believing that the right answer was for me and Caitlin to separate. One of us go north and the other one with Everly go to Lacona, and I think we're going to stop doing that separation ritual, which we didn't this year, and I can't guarantee that we're going to do that next year. So that being said, because we didn't separate, Dad, the girls, and my brother, they went to Brit and I did not. So I missed out on Brit Christmas. That was pretty hard to take. Instead, I went to Lacona for a Lacona Christmas, where we essentially did the same stuff that you would do in Brit, well, with bingo and games and food, but I definitely missed out on something this year by not being in Brit, so we'll see what next year brings. That being said, Caitlin wants to establish a holiday tradition where we are home for Christmas on Christmas Day. She wants Santa to leave the boot prints, the cookies, the milk, the works. Growing up, I really didn't care about the day that we had Christmas because Santa would get there when he got there. And that's all how it was. I believed in Santa, and I believed that Santa had a schedule and he was keeping with it. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm misremembering, but I think a lot of our Christmases as Dad, Mom, me, the girls eventually, and Paul, we didn't necessarily have them on Christmas Day. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's wrong, but it doesn't feel like I'm wrong. But Caitlin wants to establish that, and we did that this year. Everly got Dinosaurs and Gravedigger. I got a book. And Caitlin basically got nothing because I'm a shitty husband. But me and her, we just... Amazon, dude. Anytime you need something, it's right there. Like, why bother wrapping it in a... It's going to show up in a box anyway. Anyway, that's excuses. I need to stop at excuses. I need to be a man. Buy my wife some gifts. Wrap them. It's gotta stop. I have to do this. Then we went and had Christmas pictures at Dad's house. I got kind of held up because Dad's TV was starting to crap out or not work right. We had Christmas at my grandma and papa's for like my mom and the family, and then we had our shirt swap for the Kissinger Christmas, with like Krista, Steve, Melissa, them. So all that was done. That was all the Christmases. And that took us to 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah. So I didn't do a whole lot. 26 was Friday. Yeah. Daycare kids, 2 of them. Seasonal depression set in. Saturday, basically immobile. Heavy fog. Didn't really want to do anything. 28th, more heavy, dense fog. And it switched over to this crap outside where it's frozen, tundra type conditions. My hood is covered in ice. So, yeah, it was like 44 degrees and fog this morning, or yesterday morning, and today, as I'm sitting here in the driveway, it's like 5 degrees, super windy, and pretty crap, but whatever. I made it to the fantasy football Super Bowl. Sunday was the brunt of the games, and my team failed me. So I'm going to finish in second place, which of course I am. Matt Campbell left the Iowa State Cyclones December 5th. We picked up a new coach in Jimmy Rogers. And 34 Cyclones have left us, including some of our commitments have decommitted. So the team is pretty well chopped. The men's and women's basketball team appear to be doing pretty good. So I guess at least there's that, but Vikings have been eliminated from play. The 49ers did beat the Bears in a nail biter. So they at least control their destiny to be the NFC number 1 seed. They have to beat Seattle. Sam Darnold. Aside from that, man, this week on Friday I go back to work. I work Saturday. I'm really tense about the way things are at work, just because I wasn't happy with them cutting overtime. I'm really hoping that that was just a seasonal thing and that we can pick it back up. Aside from that, I'm ready to get into 2026. I'm ready to start really figuring out what am I doing, because I'm not okay with the status quo. I'm about 370 pounds. I have a piece of crap car that's literally rusting under my feet. My house is mismatched with some of the colors, so I need to fix that, and I've got stuff that I need to fix inside. I got landscaping duties that I'm gonna need to catch up on this next year. I think it's time that I embraced hard work. I can work hard. I know how to work hard. I do it at work. But now it's time to work hard at home and become a better version of a husband. Don't be a bump in the log. Don't dent the couch. It's time. So we'll see what I can actually reasonably do. I want to be better. I hope Caitlin's on board with making some changes too. Anyway, I caught you up. That's going to walk us into 2026. I really don't know if I'm going to make another video before then. I just want to say thank you to everyone that got me at least this far. I've got some growing to do, and I know it. But you got me at least this far in my life. 32 years young. Wife, kids, cars, house, job, 401k. You know, I'm doing okay. I can do better. And 2025 was not as good as 2024, but we're doing okay. Anyway, I need to blow my nose. I need to go inside, get some sleep, and you don't need to listen to me any longer. So I'll see you when I see you. Thank you again. Peace be with you.